Hi guys, welcome in to my channel. So I wanted to say hello first and foremost and introduce myself to y'all. I know that you see me on here rebounding, really working my bum off to try to get rid of extra weight. I just really want to I guess share my story. I think I get very frustrated with exercise just like everybody else, especially when you don't see results. It becomes very frustrating. So I started out, I suffered a significant trauma in my life. That trauma then led to food addiction. And with that food addiction and not really being able to heal through my trauma, I really started to go out and gamble. And uh, that gambling led to excessive loss. Um, it's interesting addiction, how it manifests in different people, from essentially, drinking alcohol to smoking cigarettes to what have you. I think we're all like clinging to some sort of addiction, whether it be our phone, um, anything, to be honest with you. And so I just wanted to share my journey because I feel like a lot of people don't act like it's an issue or they want to like just kind of get through their problems. And I'm here to like share my story and say, listen, like I've been through it, been through the trenches. I mean, if I wrote a book, you guys would you guys would just flip out if I wrote a book. So I literally went from having a $3,000 to $4,000 a day gambling addiction, that combined with food addiction, just eating obsessively, trying to self medicate to get over my trauma. So it's just a very difficult journey. The past couple years have been. And so, the food addiction was real for me. It's still very challenging to overcome the food addiction, to not gamble anymore, to find a different way to self medicate. So I'm going to tell you that my journey to rebounding was very, very difficult. I didn't just get up one day and go, oh, I want to rebound. I'm a nurse. I work 12-hour days. I'm lazy. Nobody wants to work a 12-hour day and go to the gym. I'm extremely self conscious. I got left for a 20-year-old, not because I wasn't a good person, but because I didn't have the body, right? Like literally, I really, if you guys knew me, I really went through a very difficult time. With that being said, uh, going through my past events and dealing with everything, I just needed a way to self medicate. That self medication, like I said, it manifested into gambling, it manifested into food. And now, by the grace of God, I have found rebounding. Um, so, how I started with my journey is I literally 100% have gained a significant amount of weight. COVID obviously played a big part of that, as far as being on prednisone, which is a steroid that led to a lot of weight gain, but being self conscious and not being able to tap into my inner strength, if you will, after being left for a younger woman. Like, I just think a lot of trauma has happened. So let's get on with my journey to rebounding. I happen to be at home in bed, laying around, because as I mentioned, I'm lazy. And I saw this lady who was jumping on a trampoline. Like, she literally rolled out of bed, jumped on the trampoline for a few minutes, and then went right back to bed. I'm like, what is this business? So I like clicked on her link, started watching a few of her videos, and then from there, I started doing research. I was completely flabbergasted at the fact that NASA, the aeronautical people, had done extensive research on this mini trampoline and how this mini trampoline is equivocal to. So when you do the research and you look up NASA and how NASA conducted this study, you'll see that not only was rebounding um, like 60 minutes, like jumping on the trampoline, 10 minutes was equivocal to, 60 minutes of walking or 30 minutes of bicycling. All of that was right up my alley, right? Like, I don't want to exercise because I don't see results right away. So it was very frustrating. So for me, it was amazing to see, like, get on the trampoline just for 10 minutes a day. You're going to see results. It's going to help with bone density. It's going to, hey, have a good day to you. What a world. I wish you all the best. And thank you for stopping by to say hello to me. I, yeah, I'm just sharing my experience and my journey with you guys. I really feel like people need to know, like, exercise is hard. No one's got time. People barely have time to cook nowadays, right? Your occupation, depending on how stressful it is, can be very frustrating as well when it comes to working out. So the rebounder, jumping on it. So I just, like I said, I watched this lady. I did some research on how NASA compared it to working out and being obsessive about exercise. So what I did was I bought one, didn't know how to put the darn thing together, so my daughter had to put it together for me. um and so I just started hopping on it, right? I noticed the very first time I hopped on it, uh, it's a lot. And you're right, Diane, it's 100% jumping on it just for a little bit a time is phenomenal. So getting on it and jumping on it, it was hard. The first couple times in my mind, I was like, oh, it's a trampoline. I'll just get on it, drop a bunch of weight. It'll be super easy. If you have been rebounding, if you haven't tried it, or if you have one at home, the very first like month, oh my goodness. Even my 20-year-old daughter, she'll jump on it and get extremely fatigued. It's hard work. So, but here's the whole thing. So, being, as non active, let's use the word non active instead of lazy, being non active the way I am, I decided to put it in front of my TV. So, what I do is from literally my chair, this guy I'm sitting in right here, to my TV, I have the rebounder. So it will be commercial in the middle of my commercial, in my show. There'll be a commercial, all sorts of fun stuff. I literally will just get up off my chunky butt, hop on there, jump a few times, try to get to 10 minutes, and then sit back down. That was the start of my journey. And so the more I started rebounding, the more I started doing research, um, how rebounding is really good for cardiovascular, for bone density, your lymphatic system. It was just really important that I stick with it. So through my journey, giving up gambling and going to the casino, trying to cut back on my food addiction, and just really focus on self love and self care is where I've been in my journey. Just really just being myself and accepting myself, to the best of my ability. I have very bad body dysmorphia. I think the journey to success, especially nowadays for women in their mid 50s like me, the success of dropping a bunch of weight and to be able to look like a Barbie doll, it seems like it encompasses getting a BBL or a tummy tuck or Botox or all of that stuff I cannot afford. I wish I could just hop in and get a tummy tuck. That would be amazing. But in the longer scheme of things, I think it's more important that I focus on cardiovascular, lymphatic, um, bone density, because that's significant, as you're going through menopause. So that's kind of a little bit of my journey and why I ended up rebounding. As I mentioned, I literally went from having a very significant gambling addiction to food. And I would say maybe food and gambling kind of started at the same time, but I had a very significant food addiction, gambling addiction, and then going from that to rebounding and being health conscious, more health conscious, has really impacted my life. So, anyway, all of you ladies and gents that are out there that are struggling with their own personal inner demons that are devouring them, like, trust me, I can completely relate to you. If, like I said, my trauma stems from early childhood, as most people. I'm not saying rebounding has been the holy grail of the answer to my prayers. I haven't dropped like 90 pounds in a week or any of this stuff. Like, it requires conscious effort to get on it. It requires discipline to stay on it for 10 minutes. If you subscribe to my channel and you watch, you can see like my dog, my female pup is 100% aggressive about being a part of my rebounding. She's always putting a ball on it, trying to trip me. I don't know what her plan is, but she's quite the character. So she keeps me motivated as well. I would say the biggest push for me is obviously longevity of life, right? Cardiovascular, lymphatic, your bone density. All of these things are super significant when it comes to 100% being disciplined and wanting a better life for yourself, a longer life for sure. So, hey, listen, that was just a little bit about my story. I'm not on here to get 1,000 views, 1,000,000 views, whatever. I'm not on here for that. You guys are motivating me to get online every day and produce content, and that motivation in return keeps me out of the casino. It keeps me from, just sitting around and binge eating. You guys really help me. So I want to thank you for caring, for stopping by my channel. It does not matter to me whether, there's income, profitability, whatever comes from being on YouTube. I don't really care about that. What I 100% care about is that if there are people that understand what it feels like to have such a hard time just getting out of bed, a hard time dealing with addiction, a hard time, just like, know that, I'm supporting you. I'm rebounding every day. I'm trying to lift my spirits and lift you guys' spirits as well. So, hey, listen, thanks for stopping by. Subscribe, like, or don't. Drop some comments. Anything I can do to motivate you guys, as well as, you guys are motivating me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't stress enough again. Thank you for keeping me, out of the casino and aiding me in binge addiction of food for sure. So I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, and I'm just going to keep producing content. Say hi to me. Have a good day. Bye.